So what is up, guys? So I thought I'd make a video a little bit more interesting, well, maybe interesting, talking more about myself and what made me get started into all this fitness. Way back when I was younger, I was overweight, so around 12 years old I actually started running. 13 years old, I was the kid looking at Men's Health magazine, Muscle Mag, reading all the bodybuilder magazines. That was through more of junior high. High school, I became a track and cross-country runner. Complete opposite of bodybuilding. I actually became extremely skinny. Yeah, and that kind of sparked wanting to get bigger. So being overweight young kind of got me to dieting and exercising from a young age. And then when I got to high school, when I was a cross-country track runner, I felt I was too skinny and wanted to bulk up. And during that time, the reason why 99% of us in my generation started lifting was Dragon Ball Z. You wanted to look like Goku, Gohan. That was pretty much my inspiration to lift, to be honest. Was watching these cartoons, and then out of high school, I had a good friend of mine. He took me under his wing, he's a football player, showed me how to lift, a good place to start with strength training. Yeah, there was a time when I had no idea what I was doing walking to a gym. But yeah, so he showed me how to start, and from there I kind of did my own thing, and I was starting college, and I was a business major at first, and then found physical therapy, and then the route to physical therapy was kinesiology, one of the routes. And kinesiology was about body movement, exercise science, pretty much everything I was already into. So I was like, wow, so I can get my degree in exercise science. Then eventually the end goal would be physical therapy. And yeah, so I was caught up on the money, the idea of being called a doctor, even though it's a 3-year program, you're not really a PhD, but it's a doctorate program. So I was caught up on the idea of Dr. Gutierrez making hopefully 3 figures over a few years out of college. That was the game plan. But when I graduated college, or even before then, when I did my prerequisites to go to grad school, did my time as a physical therapy aide, I really didn't find it that interesting, that I didn't want to be a physical therapist. I really wanted to pursue fitness, because on the side, when I was in college, is when I did my first competition. I had another friend of mine who, this was when physique was pretty new. I wanted to compete in something. I was so used to doing track and cross country. I was like, I need something outside of here in college that I can compete in. And I was already into lifting, so I was like, what can I do? I was like, bodybuilding, these guys are so huge, these guys are big. I mean, I was getting big myself, but I was like, I'm nowhere on this scale. And that's when I found physique, and that's when I was in the gym and I saw my friend doing, before I knew who he was, doing physique posing. So 19-year-old me got all excited. I ran up and I was like, hey man, I was like, you do physique? It was actually 2 guys, and he said, yeah, I do physique. And the one who would become a good friend of mine was the one actually walked away at first, and I talked to this other guy, his friend, and his friend kind of guided me at first, and eventually he stopped going to that gym. I don't know what happened to him, but the other guy that first walked away ended up becoming my good friend, and he helped me through my first competition. He wasn't exactly a direct on coach. He gave me ideas of how to carb cycle, how to pose, and I kind of took his ideas and made them my own and applied them to my own body and what I learned in school. And to be honest, I went about my first competition so wrong. Oh man, I was so bad. My diet was horrible. I'm surprised I didn't get sick, but that's the whole idea, that competing isn't healthy. But I was fairly skinny. But back then, physique wasn't about being a bodybuilder. Now they're bodybuilders with board shorts. That's pretty much what's going on. Back then, you just had to have that. You had to have that beach body look. So I went on stage thinking I was gonna do well. I don't even like talking about my first competition, because the whole reason why I didn't do well is because I missed novice class, because my spray tan was getting all messed up. So I went outside with my friend, and we tried making me darker. Went back inside, and obviously already went up. So they said, if you want to compete, you better go on stage right now. And it was open class, and they were an inch taller. So I didn't have time to pump up or anything. I just straight tried to do push-ups while they're in line walking out, and I did my posing. And by then, I was an add-on. I heard them call my name. I went up. The judges weren't really. Judges were already writing down. They weren't really paying much attention to me. That's what it felt like. Then after I got feedback from one of the judges, and he gave me some good advice, and he said I had an amazing physique. Just tweak here and there, and be confident in your posing. And from there, 2 years later is when I had a vast amount of knowledge. I was watching YouTube videos, I was researching forums, I was reading on how many other bodybuilders, how many other physique guys prep for their competitions, and eventually I found something that works for me. And I ended up doing my next prep, self-coached again. I did hit up my old buddy to watch my posing, and he helped me. I always go to him. I don't know if I'll hit him up again for this competition, but I need somebody to watch my posing. It's always good to have a second pair of eyes that see what you don't see. So second time around, did my prep again, peaked perfectly. I ended up taking third in my class, which was pretty good, and I was pretty proud of it. I still feel like I should have took second. Looking back at the pictures, I could see that it was my posing that didn't allow me to take second. So this time around, I'm fairly confident. I know what I'm doing this time. I've walked on stage before. Yeah, so a lot of people don't know, a good part of doing well in physique is your stage presence, is the confidence that you can pose, that you know what you're doing. It's all about hiding your flaws and showcasing your best attributes. So yeah, so this time around, and I'll be hopefully doing a lot better. And as for getting back to the idea of getting into this, this is pretty much my life. I love this with all my heart. I wouldn't have it any other way. A buddy of mine, he ended up leaving this sport or doing this whole physique thing because he felt it was too self-absorbed. It was revolved around a competition. You couldn't really have relationships, which is very true. My girlfriend will be the first to tell you that I'm not the same when I'm dieting this hard, and that maybe I'm not the most fun to be around, and I don't go out that much. I lose touch with friends, especially during contest prep, especially during the final days. It's really tough with relationships, on your body. But yeah, I seriously do enjoy this. So I couldn't imagine waking up each day and not going to the gym. I couldn't imagine waking up not doing cardio. I couldn't imagine not tracking my macros. I can't imagine eating crap every day. I couldn't imagine it. Granted, you have seen my before pictures, and yes, I do. It's not falling off the track. It's just, for me to maintain this body is very difficult. But I will admit, I don't have the 100% best diet. I promise that from here on out, I'll maintain a better physique, I would say, than falling off the wagon and eating fast food or going out and eating, not really keeping track of what I'm doing or my macros. I'll be sure to keep myself in check. And it's not dieting, it's not restricting. Trust guys, your body isn't meant to eat fast food every other day. It's not meant to eat out and put high fat in your body. That's not healthy. If you got a fit body, or you have a healthy body, a fit body, it's going to look aesthetically appealing. To be honest, this prep has been probably the easiest of the last two, with the whole flexible dieting. I'm not eating chicken, rice, broccoli, tilapia, asparagus every day. If you guys follow me on Snapchat, you guys see I'm eating whole wheat pancakes. I'm eating peanut butter jelly sandwiches still. I'm eating whole wheat tortillas. I'm eating a variety of things, and I don't get tired. I don't get bored. As long as it's going in my macro tracker app, I'm good. So yeah, so that's how I got into this whole idea, or this whole field of fitness. I was working at a restaurant out of college, trying to pay school loans off, and got tired of it. I worked in a restaurant for about 7 years. And I was like, I have a degree in kinesiology, exercise science. I love the gym. I gotta be around a gym. So I ended up getting a job at a gym, and it was cool to start, but it wasn't where I wanted to be. Hopefully I can say this freely, but you know, gyms, I'm sure you guys all know, they sit you down, they talk with you, they try to get you to buy training, they try to get you to buy the biggest package, or membership, adding on family. Like, I'm not a salesman. I don't see people as dollar signs. I see them as potential clients, yes, to train, but I only want to train people who want to train with me. I don't have to twist nobody's arm to convince them they need training. Some people do. Some people are very unhealthy and they're on the wrong path. And money all aside is like, I want to help you. I need to help you. Let me help you, please. But it doesn't always go that way. So now I'm doing the freelance thing, as you guys know. I have my website up, doing my online training, freelance training one-on-one, and with the freelance training, that's more of a better deal for both of us. Cheaper training price, there's no middleman for me, everyone's happy. So yeah, so I pretty much kind of got the career going. At first it was tough, but yeah, so I finally am making what I want to do happen, which leads me on to why I'm making these videos and why this whole Kickstart has started up again. I was planning on competing this year for sure, but what actually kickstarted all these videos, upping my social media, was the Christian Guzman Summer Shred competition or challenge. To be honest, I was going to compete this year, but the fact that this happened was kind of like, okay, David, this is your opportunity to get up off your butt, make things happen, because this has been your dream. Has to be not maybe the biggest online presence, but to be an online presence, to be that motivation for people, to do the online training, to do the one-on-one freelance, to do everything on your own through fitness, to help people. That this was my opportunity to finally jump on it and go for it. So I thought, doing this Christian Guzman challenge, I'll do that. You know what, too? Maybe I'll compete too. So my initial plan was to go up to Sacramento. I have a buddy that lives up there. I was hoping to go up to Sacramento and do the same competition as Christian on the 3rd and call it at the end. Like, that was my main goal. But yeah, he moved his competition sooner, so I couldn't really find one till 2 weeks later. So after the submission video, I'll still be holding out on the diet and competing on the 17th here in SoCal in physique. So I'm still dieting. It doesn't end on the 3rd for me, that I keep going for 2 more weeks. So yeah, so I have Christian to thank for that. I'm not trying to kiss ass or anything, but if it wasn't for this challenge, I probably wouldn't have got up off my butt and got things rolling. So yeah, so that is why I'm here, and that's how I got into fitness, and why my website is up, and why videos are going up now, and my goals to be sort of that online presence hopefully will come together. And I do have big plans for myself, to start my own company. I always wanted to be that inspiration for natural athletes, and I'm never gonna point names and bring anybody else down, but what always got me was people who are using, these people that are idolized. We all look up to them, we all want to be them, and then what gets me is that they sell programs, and these kids buy them, these young college guys, these young college women, they buy their programs saying, oh, if I buy their program and eat what they eat, take their supplements, work out like they do, I'm gonna look like them. They're my inspiration, when that's not the case, when they're not listing all the extra ingredients. So that's what got me, is after being in this field so long and lifting for so long, I finally realized, you know what, I have made a lot of progress. Don't get me wrong, I've made great progress from when I was 19 years old, but I'm not gonna look like these guys walking pro status on the physique stage. There's no way. I can't build that much muscle on my body. So yeah, that's what it means. Like, these online trainers grab attention through their bodies, and they sell programs to make money and make off the lies. So that's what kind of also got me extremely motivated that I'm a natural athlete, and people have told me that I'm their inspiration, that I keep them going, that seeing my progress and seeing where I've gotten to motivates them, and that's what keeps me going. It's just this circle of motivation. So yeah, so I want to be that inspiration for people. I'm not going to go around bashing everybody who uses. I feel like that just makes you sound like a whiner. You're just whining, oh, they're not natural, they're not natural. What I just want to do is be in my own little world and help the people that want to remain natural and stay natural, and that there is natural ways of doing it. That's all I want to be, is just that inspiration for those who want to remain natural. And if you guys want to go get your pro cards and physique bodybuilding, you gotta do what you gotta do. I don't condone it myself, nor would I do it. Health is my main goal. It's health, and along with the health, the fit body, and the aesthetics that come along. So yeah, so that's my main goal on why I'm jumping on to the social media and trying to get my name out there. And like I said, I do have a company idea in mind on what I'll be doing that's related to everything I just said. And hopefully it does kick off and get some good feedback on what I'm trying to do, and help people jump on board and are supportive. And that's another thing too, is everyone has been extremely supportive of what I do, and it keeps me going. I'm not going to give up. There's no way. I'm not going to stop trying to do what I do and trying to make a career of this. As long as I have the ball going, as long as I have the ball rolling, and I'm continuously making progress in all of this, I think I'm not going to stop. I'm just going to keep going and going and going and going and going. So yeah, guys, that's why I got into this whole fitness idea, this whole fitness field. I do have big plans. Yeah, I'm just hoping that it all comes together, and I'm hoping with the help of those who support me that this can really happen and then take off. So, just to summarize everything, I've been talking for kind of too long. I just want to keep this video short. I've been trying to vlog every day, but I don't want it to get too boring. I want an idea to go with the video to give to you guys. Maybe I'll post some of the stuff I recorded, because I've been recording every day. I just haven't posted nothing because I felt it was too boring. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. We are 7 days away from submitting the video to Christian Guzman. So today's Sunday. We got this whole week to really tighten up, submit the video, and hopefully I win, guys. I really do hope I'm one of the top 10 winners. I've been giving it 110% all the way through. Try not to annoy Christian or the Alpha Elite team, but I'll post here and there and I'll tag them. Just want to be a familiar face, that when I submit my video, they say, hey, I remember this guy, or this guy's been going at it all 90 days. So hopefully I'm not annoying the Alpha Elite team or Christian himself. I'm just trying to be a familiar face, and yeah, just trying to win that challenge, and hopefully that'll lead on to other things in life. But other than that, guys, I've been talking quite a while. I gotta leave some links in the description. DavidGutierrezFitness.com, lifeisfitness.tumblr.com, Instagram is David Gutierrez Fitness, Twitter is DG Fitness Life, and Snapchat is DG Fitness Life. So I'll leave those in the description, and let me know what you guys think. I want to give some good content out to you guys, and yeah, so my knowledge could be your knowledge if you just ask. Alright, guys, well, have a good night. I will see you next time.